get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
You ready? Good.
All right, here we go, round one. There he is, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Most of his fights in the UFC have gone the distance, but when he has finished, more often than not, it's been early. So you gotta be mindful of the Masvidal power here early on. Educated jab there by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
But not even just a jab, right? You watch Masvidal throw that jab. His backhand is always perfectly in place. Nothing is wasted. He's not loading up on his strikes. He's just letting it flow. Jorge Masvidal is a very educated boxer, and it's shown in his performance tonight.
All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start, found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target. He's very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way.
Fast pace here in the early going. Push kick there to the body.
They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Diaz gets tattooed by that straight punch.
He's got to start moving his head. He cannot take this many shots to the head.
Diaz's eye is closing up. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Oh, thwack, that is a solid kick right there. Oh, Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving. Crowd is like just reacting every time he moves. Man, his hits should have been tested early.
Big counter right hand. Nice block.
Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight. Punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. That was a perfect shot.
2 minutes. That's a really strong leg kick there by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Now we're going.
Nice hit, bro. Nice.
Oh!
The referee is going to have the doctor come in and check the eye of Diaz. Well, we'll We'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it. I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this one to this point.
All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Oh, well-timed overhand there by Diaz.
Oh, big stick up top. That's another one.
Come on, let's go.
Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
45 seconds remain in the round. Push kick there to the body. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following it.
Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Final seconds of round one. Nice knee in the clinch there by Nate Diaz. Oh, collar tie. Diaz's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight. All right, somewhat mercifully, that is the end of the round. The swelling around his eye is out of control. Cut man hustling in quickly, but I think they might stop this fight, DC. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Round two is underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not going to not get hit anymore. Right? He's in a lot of trouble.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expect to set up a sub attempt.
Oh, that looks wicked tight.
Oh, he's getting submitted.
Oh, looks like he's safe now.
Wow, that's crazy because generally when you're that deep into a triangle, you do not escape, but he remained calm, and he found a way to get out and be safe again. Great job defensively. Right to the knee on belly.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back.
Down into his mouth.
All right, well, that blow is buffeting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Diaz is in half guard. So at this point, with this type of swelling, you could argue a stoppage wouldn't be out of question.
No, it would not be out of question. And I don't think anyone would have a problem with it. This guy has been battered. He's been bruised. And if you don't stop it for the swelling, you stop it to make sure he doesn't take any more damage.
Diaz is right back to the full mount.
This is where he wants to be.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. And now he's got the back.
You gotta fight back.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one ends.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
Oh, hang on a second, he got out.
Oh my goodness, Anik. I thought this dude was done. I felt like he was done. I thought the fight was over, but the awareness to stay in the moment there, even though the choke got tight, rely on your submission defense, he freed himself. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, the cut men have done everything that they can tonight, but these guys are handing out facials. This is crazy.
Yeah, these guys are going after it, man. Both of them. Both inflicting damage on each other. And both are dealing with it and trying to continue in this fight. This is a great fight.
Masvidal getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Looks like he's trying for a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, now he bails on the submission. Takes his back now.
Good work, guys.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I love all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
10 minutes in the books. Well, we got to think some bonus money is coming the way of these two athletes at night's end, and remarkably, they've both been able to stay in the fight despite absorbing a shit ton of damage.
I mean, the amount of damage that these two have taken in this fight is crazy. They've been able to stand on a coin and go toe-for-toe in the middle of the octagon.
And as usual, they gave our replay guys in the truck a lot to work with.
Yeah, a lot to work with because neither one of them have tried to use defense. They're proving how tough they are, but they really aren't using the skills that will allow for them to be fighting for a long time. You gotta keep moving your head. You cannot take these type of heavy strikes so frequently.
And it looked like maybe one of those coaches thought about getting involved. They're gonna be watching the action closely as these two absolute warriors and damaged athletes try to get the upper hand in this next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Beautiful block there.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
That blood becoming a real factor. Just out of the range with that right hand.
Oh, back and forth we go.
And now Masvidal's an absolutely bloody. Oh, how good is this? Both men going for the finish. Big right hand there. There's a left hand from Diaz. Oh! Oh, tags him with the oh, man, that's effective. The straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Rips the back of the head.
Oh, he got him again.
Masvidal's doing a nice job protecting the eye with that block. You don't want to absorb any more damage on that cut. So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. All right, the referee has stepped in here as expected. He is going to call in the doctor to look at what is a pretty significant cut that he's dealing with.
It's a mess. It's completely a mess, and I'd be very surprised if this fight continues.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Fans don't like it. An unfortunate ending to a great fight, but you had to do it.
He's disappointed, but I mean, he got beat up, lived to fight another day. I think the official saved him.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Nate Diaz!
All right, so Nate Diaz gets a big win tonight. I thought he was at his best. Certainly came in very conditioned as usual, and the boxing was on point, too.
The boxing was on point. The cardio was ready. Nate Diaz fought the perfect fight in order to win tonight against a very tough opponent.
I'm staring here to my last breath, my last breath, my last breath, my